What if I told you there's a creature that can survive being frozen solid, another that can literally shoot blood from its eyes, and one that's essentially immortal? No, this isn't a superhero movie. This is real life. And these animals exist right here on Earth. While we humans pride ourselves on our intelligence and technology, the animal kingdom has evolved some of the most bizarre, mind-bending abilities that would make even Marvel's Avengers jealous. We're talking about creatures that can regenerate entire body parts, animals that glow in the dark, and species that can essentially cheat death itself. In today's video, we're diving deep into the wildest, most unbelievable animal superpowers that science has confirmed are 100% real. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at nature the same way again. So buckle up, because we're about to explore abilities so strange, they almost seem impossible. But before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because we're constantly uncovering mind-blowing facts about our natural world, the immortal jellyfish. Reversing time. Let's kick things off with perhaps the most mind-blowing superpower in the entire animal kingdom: biological immortality. The Turritopsis doherni, commonly known as the immortal jellyfish, has cracked the code that humans have been obsessing over for millennia. This tiny jellyfish, no bigger than your pinky nail, can literally reverse its aging process. Here's how it works. When faced with physical damage, starvation, or old age, this jellyfish can revert its cells back to their earliest form and start its life cycle all over again. It's called transdifferentiation. Essentially, it transforms its adult cells back into juvenile cells, sinking to the ocean floor and forming a new polyp colony. From there, it grows back into an adult jellyfish, essentially being reborn. In theory, this jellyfish could live forever, cycling through this process indefinitely. While predators and disease can still kill them, aging itself is no longer a death sentence. Imagine hitting a reset button on your entire body whenever you got old or sick. That's the power this jellyfish possesses. The axolotl, the ultimate regeneration machine. If you've ever wished you could regrow a lost limb, you need to meet the axolotl. This Mexican salamander doesn't just heal wounds. It completely regenerates entire body parts with perfect precision. We're not talking about simple tissue repair here. The axolotl can regrow arms, legs, tail, spinal cord, heart tissue, and even portions of its brain without leaving a scar. What makes this even more incredible is the speed and perfection of this regeneration. Within weeks, a completely functional limb replaces the lost one, complete with bones, muscles, nerves, and blood vessels, all perfectly arranged. Scientists have been studying axolotls intensely because understanding their regeneration mechanism could revolutionize human medicine. The axolotl achieves this through specialized cells called blastomol cells, which can transform into any type of cell needed for the regeneration. While lizards can regrow tails, the axolotl's abilities are on an entirely different level. It's essentially superhero-level healing factor in real life. The mantis shrimp, nature's underwater boxer. Don't let the name fool you. The mantis shrimp is neither a mantis nor a shrimp. It's a marine crustacean, packing one of the most powerful punches in the animal kingdom. This vibrant creature has club-like appendages that can strike with the force of a .22 caliber bullet, reaching speeds of 50 miles per hour in just a fraction of a second. The strike is so fast that it creates cavitation bubbles in the water, tiny pockets of vacuum that collapse with such force they produce light and temperatures comparable to the surface of the sun for a split second. This phenomenon, called sonoluminescence, essentially means the mantis shrimp punches so hard it creates underwater shock waves and light. The impact is powerful enough to shatter aquarium glass and demolish crab shells instantly. But here's the kicker. The mantis shrimp's own arms should shatter from the force of these strikes. But they've evolved an incredibly sophisticated, shock-absorbing structure in their appendages that protects them from their own devastating power. It's like having built-in brass knuckles that can break bulletproof glass. The horned lizard. Blood-shooting eye defense. When most animals face a predator, they run, hide, or fight. The horned lizard from the American Southwest has a far more disturbing defense mechanism. It shoots blood from its eyes. Yes, you read that correctly. When threatened by coyotes, foxes, or other predators, the horned lizard can increase the blood pressure in its head until tiny vessels around its eyes rupture, squirting blood up to 5 feet away. But this isn't just gross, it's strategic. The blood contains foul-tasting chemicals that confuse and repel predators, particularly canines. The lizard can lose up to 1/3 of its blood supply using this method and still survive. Imagine having such a bizarre and effective defense mechanism that predators simply give up because you made yourself too disgusting to eat. It's like having a built-in pepper spray that comes from your eyeballs. The tardigrade, Earth's ultimate survivor. If there's one creature that deserves the title of indestructible, it's the tardigrade, also known as the water bear. These microscopic animals, measuring less than a millimeter long, can survive conditions that would obliterate almost any other form of life. Tardigrades can withstand temperatures ranging from near absolute zero, 458 degrees Celsius, to well above boiling, 300 degrees Celsius. They can survive pressure 6 times greater than the deepest ocean trenches, and endure radiation levels hundreds of times higher than what would kill a human. They've been exposed to the vacuum of space and survived. They can live without water for decades by entering a state called cryptobiosis, essentially shutting down all metabolic processes and reducing their water content to less than 3%. Scientists have revived tardigrades that were frozen in Antarctic moss for over 30 years. During cryptobiosis, they curl up into a tiny ball called a tun and wait, sometimes for decades, until conditions improve. This superpower isn't just impressive, it's rewriting what we thought was possible for life itself. If humanity ever needs to send life to another planet, tardigrades might be our best bet. The electric eel, nature's living battery. Closing out our list is a creature that turns its own body into a weapon, the electric eel. Despite its name, it's actually a type of knife fish, and it can generate electrical shocks up to 860 volts. That's enough to stun a horse, or potentially kill a human. The electric eel has 3 specialized electrical organs, made up of thousands of cells called electrocytes, which function like biological batteries stacked in series. When threatened or hunting, the eel can discharge these cells simultaneously, creating a powerful electric shock. But here's what makes this truly remarkable. The eel can control the intensity and frequency of its shocks with precision. It uses low-voltage pulses for navigation and communication, medium shocks to stun prey, and high-voltage blasts for defense. Even more impressively, electric eels have recently been observed leaping out of water to deliver stronger shocks to threats above the surface, pressing their chin against the target to maximize electrical contact. They've essentially weaponized electricity in a way that seems almost engineered. From immortality to regeneration, from devastating punches to electrical warfare, the animal kingdom is filled with abilities that seem ripped straight from science fiction. So, which superpower impressed you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know which animal you'd want to be if you could choose one of these abilities. And if you enjoyed diving into these incredible adaptations, smash that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing content about the natural world. Trust me, we've only scratched the surface of nature's weirdness. See you in the next video.